And now, the Big D and Bubba Weekly Podcast.
Big D and Bubba, they have a show 5 days a week, but they don't get to say everything that's on their mind.
So they have an extra
one,
one.
and that's how we get the podcast. Big D and Bubba podcast. The podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Big D and Bubba podcast.
Hey,
What?
before Carson gets in, you had a friend who had an extra one.
I did have a friend who had an extra one.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Tell Shaver about it.
What? Dude. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, and I'll get to the gold later. Yeah, I had a friend. He was a giant human being. I forgot his name.
How much of a friend is he if you forgot his
Well,
name?
because
More
it was
acquaintance, I guess.
decades ago. But yeah, he had an extra one. And like he was,
Like you have two, I have two, he has two, he had three.
and this was the biggest human being you've ever seen. like he had more testosterone than should have been allowed.
This guy's running turbo.
Like he
Man,
was giant.
supercharger.
Yeah, he was like crazy.
Twin turbo, triple
triple
turbo.
charged. Yeah.
That's what we call
guy.
a big block.
And then I had another friend who had one.
Oh,
Well, that
Can
was
he
from an
donate?
accident.
Can you donate?
Well, no, I
mean, Lance
the
Armstrong
third
had one,
guy
right?
could have helped him out.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
You know, they say that before she gets in, that sometimes you sleep and they'll like twist around.
That's what happened.
Oh, is it really?
That's exactly what happened. He woke
Yes.
up like in crazy pain. It was in high school.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, you know how that all spreads, and he
mean,
he had to come out and go, yes, that happened, and I don't know, yeah. He
Oh, the
owned it.
rumor spread?
Yeah. Because, you know, he tells one
So,
friend. And
was
then,
he like smaller?
No,
He wasn't. He was like a normal dude.
just a normal dude. Yeah.
But he had three.
No,
No,
that
no,
guy
no.
had one.
No, that,
Oh,
the
that
three,
guy
the
had-
Hey,
three
Carson,
was,
girl on the floor.
Hey,
Carson, looking
here's the
beautiful.
gold.
Looking
I
beautiful.
like garlic butter.
All
All
right.
right. Well, the podcast today is brought to you by.
By you and me and Schaefer
this
and
is
Carson and all of our 17 listeners. Oh, and of course, to the person behind the scenes who does all the work, really, Garrett. Garrett, you're awesome. We need to get a camera on Garrett. I have a new camera coming, and we'll install it in there so every once in a while we can do a cutaway. And wouldn't it be cool to see Garrett just kind of working behind the scenes with all the little screens that he gets to select from?
It's like at football games when they show you into the director's booth.
The trailer.
He's the instant replay guy.
I was hoping he could do an instant replay right there. Wouldn't that be great?
I like garlic butter.
So anyway, yeah. So last week's podcast is going to be very different than this one. If you were able to listen to podcast episode number 437, it was one of the most powerful podcasts I've ever been a part of. It was crazy. The stories from Rachel Timothy were mind blowing. And it really kind of tied into everybody watching Sound of Freedom, the movie, which is taken off like crazy, like wildfire. And it's definitely complimentary. To hear her story is a cautionary tale to us and anybody who has children and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. It was a lot.
Gripping.
Very gripping. So here on podcast 438, we are literally, the theme is
I like garlic butter.
she likes garlic butter. All right, I'm sorry. I had to lean over
Boys,
my
I
phone.
have.
I like apple butter.
I have
What
some
did you do?
news.
Oh, no. What happened?
My car is ready.
Oh. You excited?
Nah.
Lies.
D, how long has it been since you had to drive through the guy's yard because you couldn't put it in reverse? A couple weeks now, right?
About a month.
Yeah, a couple weeks. At least 3
That's
weeks.
been it's been maybe a month. Yeah.
So you couldn't put it into reverse. The transmission would not engage. So you ended up pulling into somebody's driveway. It's such a great story. He pulls into their driveway. He can't get it to go into reverse. And he looks forward, and there's like a path into their backyard. So he says, I'm going to drive my car through their yard and do a circle in their yard and then drive back out.
Dude, it was. I sat there. I was like, I knew something was wrong. I got to get back to the house. So instead of like just doing taking the block or whatever, I knew I was going to have to probably get it towed because I was like, I don't know, this is not going well. And
So taking it around the block was not an option.
well, I didn't think about it because I didn't think I wasn't going to be able to put it in reverse.
Oh.
So I pulled in someone's front, their driveway,
Right.
put it in reverse, nothing. Just ran like you were like you had it in park. You give it gas, it would just go. Roar. And then I'm like, well, I'll just put it in neutral and just kind of push it.
Right.
Put it in neutral, nothing. It was like locked.
Wow.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm stuck. I'm like, what am I going to do? Am I going to like do a circle? And so there's no room. I would hit their house. I rang on both doorbells next door to each other. No one. Just dogs barking. And I called Chris, my mechanic. Have we talked to him?
We've talked to Chris, yeah.
And he was like, well, I mean, he sounds straight out of like, well, can you just turn around in the front yard? No, I can't. I mean, I don't have room. Well, man, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I said, well, I've already got the tow truck coming on its way. And then I was like, you know what? I could just drive through their yard, in between their houses, go into their backyard, turn around, and they're not home. So I did. I should have videoed it.
Do you know those people?
Nope. I did go by it the other day, just kind of drive. I did a drive-by.
You went to the scene of the crime.
I did. It's true. We always go back.
Let's see where those Duke boys are getting into next.
I'm
Good old boy.
having flashbacks. I drove through because the car's really loud,
Yes.
and I'm driving. My windows are down, and I get into the grass, and it kind of sinks a little bit. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I think because it kind of rained, and it wasn't muddy, but I wasn't positive. So I gave it a little gas. It would go, but it was struggling. She was struggling. And I hear a dog bark, and then I hear a guy going, he's talking. It's like someone going, like in another room. And I was like, just go, D. Just go. Just keep going, man. Don't look. Don't even, just like you didn't even hear him. So I just turned the radio up, drowned him out, did that 360, the circle around the planter.
Yeah.
Tomatoes look great, by the way. And then headed on to the hail.
Was there a moment when you were doing the circle that you thought the car would get stuck because
Yes.
the ground was soft?
Yep.
I wish it
I was
would
like, I had
have
to keep
gotten
going.
stuck.
No.
The
Wish it
story
would.
would
How do
be
you
so
explain
much
that?
better.
Oh.
How do you explain
No,
that?
the story is the clean getaway. The story is the random tracks in the backyard that who is this phantom?
No, the story is that he's in this yard of a person. He doesn't know who it is.
We need to check the Nextdoor app and see if somebody had a camera.
Right?
Because wouldn't that
Yes.
be great if like somebody says, "Does anybody know the owner of this car?"
Can we get the address so we can track these people down and see if they had a Ring camera so we can get the footage?
Let's
of
go
this?
bring them a 17 mug, and you can apologize for the ruts in their backyard.
Yeah. Are the ruts still there? Because you said you revisited the scene of the crime.
There were no ruts. They weren't ruts, but you could definitely tell a car drove through your backyard.
Yeah.
Because the grass was real plush, so you could see where the wheels went. Now, I'm sure they came home and they were like, well, that's interesting, because it looks like exactly what happened.
Honey, we need to get cameras.
Did you look for cameras at either one of the houses before you made
The
this
only
decision?
camera, no.
Okay.
The only camera I saw was on the house to the right. They had a Ring doorbell.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did the thing and, and didn't hear anything, so I left. But I didn't check on the back or the sides. Definitely not on the sides. But it was in the back, I didn't check at all.
That's so great, man.
I just kept
It
going.
really is.
I just kept going.
You know, like the neighbor was like, "Who is this random guy ringing our doorbell?" And then, like, if the two neighbors talk, well, that was the same day somebody drove through my yard.
I mean, I don't think there's any way in their universe, in their world, that they would ever put that that's what happened. I don't think that they could ever figure that out.
And what's funny, if you're one of the other neighbors, that's a very distinctive car with a very distinctive sound
Yeah.
going through that yard.
It's you know what it's like? It's almost like like a time traveler got sent from 1970 in his car to 2023, and we had problems with the time machine, and I had to turn around and go back. I had to go back to my
It's like
time.
Back to the Future. You could
to the
not.
Future.
4.
Yeah.
It's the new plot.
The flux capacitor was out of sync, and
I got it there. I called Chris, my mechanic, and I was like, "Hey man, how's it looking?" "Boy, you did a number on it." "Yeah." He goes, "Were you hot dogging?" No, I wasn't. I was at a stop sign, and I just literally just slowly accelerated, and I hear. He goes, oh, it's all torn up. He goes, it ate it all up.
Carson, can you do that noise?
No.
Carson, can you do the sound of,
Nope.
of an engine revving? And if you say vroom, vroom, I swear to you, I'm going to
Well, now I got nothing.
You've
No,
heard
I
my car.
can't. I
Okay,
can't do
stop.
that.
You've heard my car before.
Yes, I have.
Sound of my car
It's a
idling.
grumble.
Just sitting there. You walk out, I'm in it. I'm just pulled up. How's it sound?
Am I Michael Winslow?
Oh, my God.
That
That's
sounds
like a
exactly like it.
Stop it!
No,
Stop
that's
putting me on the
exactly
spot.
like it.
Let's hear that again.
No.
Woo. It's like I got the Barbie car. Woo. Hey, boys.
Yeah.
Woo. I'm going to pull up to her. I should get that. I should have some sort of. I told you I was at a car show, and the guy was in a Tesla. And he had the windows down. He drives by, and it sounds like my car going, whoa, 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 big headers. Whoa, 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 whoa. I look at my butt Trace. I'm like, what the heck? Why would you put a real engine in a Tesla? Gonna find out he was playing sound effects in his car through the speaker.
That's funny.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
That's
I
actually
believe that's
Carson making
exactly
the
what
sound.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, no, what you did was
No.
boom.
My parents got a new car, and it's one of those, like, I don't know, hybrid thingies,
Yeah.
whatever. Okay. So backing out of their driveway, it sounds like the beginning of Stranger Things
Yeah.
because they just add I guess they add
They
sound.
have to
Yeah.
because
So people know. Because I was like, what is wrong with your car?
Yeah, for the hearing impaired especially,
Yeah.
they would never hear these cars come out. They say that, but they're also very good at picking up the sound of the tires and all that. I said the hearing impaired, the sight impaired. Yeah, if you're blind, you notice the sound more. So they make those little whirring spaceship sounds
It is.
and all
It's
that.
weird. It's
Yeah.
very off-putting.
Yeah.
Zip.
Wing. Yeah, he rebuilt. He rebuilt my my complete. I had to buy the parts. I had to go to Clarksville and pick up parts and pieces and all that cores.
I mean, it couldn't have been cheap. So do you have to pay in full, or are you on a payment plan to get this paid off? I mean, it's a rebuilt transmission. It's a big deal.
I mean, I'm not to flex or anything, but I'm going to pay him
Hey, good
cash.
job.
I mean, I'll pay him.
Oh, cash. Okay.
Dang.
Yeah. Wow.
D is flush.
Oh,
Dang.
cash.
Yeah,
Dang, man.
You afford
Good
that
for
and
you.
having your son at home.
that's not. Speaking of, he's an idiot. I just sent him a text and, hey man, I need a ride to pick up my Chevelle. He goes, "Are you coming home first?" Yeah. How? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I need a ride.
Because then you would have to.
I need you to go. I need a ride to pick up my car. Yeah, I need to go home. Yeah. Bless his heart.
To go back to a story from earlier in the week where his girlfriend was applying the sunscreen
Yes.
on your son's chest, and you
Yeah.
said you were making eggs.
I was in the kitchen. It was right in front of me.
I was going to say, was this first thing in the morning then? It was
No.
when this was-
I've been on a kick at breakfast for dinner.
Thank you, Garrett.
I also thought you didn't like eggs because
I like eggs. I keep telling you that.
the smell
but
of
you don't
eggs every
listen.
time we do the egg bowl, you're like,
Okay, well, microwaved eggs is a whole different thing.
Oh no,
Scrambled
microwave
eggs.
eggs are that's the best way to do them because you just crack them in a coffee mug.
Yeah, we're not cracking them. We're cooking them in the shell. It's weirdly condensed, and then it explodes with this pungent odor.
Because when I heard this story, he said he was making eggs, and then I thought, was his girlfriend over there at the house that early?
Stop it. First off, stop. I don't even like the insinuation of what you're
I
talking
was
about.
not insinuating anything.
No,
Sounds
she
like
wasn't.
he
That
was
was at night.
insinuating.
That was at night. That was at night. Did you hear that, Carson?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Sure.
By the way, I looked. O'Reilly Auto Parts has a flux capacitor that
Yeah,
you
they
can
do.
put in your
They do.
car.
Yeah.
What?
Uh,
I
yeah.
thought you were joking.
No.
It's not available for purchase.
Yeah, it's
it's
just a-
on their website. It's
a
like
joke.
it's a joke
It's
meme
super
thing,
cute,
but
though.
it's one of my favorite parts to look up. If you go to the O'Reilly Auto Parts, O'ReillyAuto.com website, you put in product code 121G for 1.21 gigawatts. And oh, there it goes, flux capacitor. and you'll find it right there.
Do they have a suggested retail price?
No, they used to. They used to have like some crazy thing, but I think because the world is so dumb that they had to say it's not available for purchase. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
But it's great because it says material plutonium, working speed 88 miles per hour, 121 gigawatts, whatever they want to call it, and it is good for time travel. We need one of those. My brother said he was going to make us one to put here under the studio where all the computer stuff is. That way, if anybody ever looked under the hood when they come in for like a studio tour, they would see a flux capacitor.
That's a lot of work for that gag.
Yeah. And he worked in a nuclear sub, so I think he could actually pull it off.
Yeah, he probably could. But yeah, if we ever want one, I told him no at the time. I'm like, we'll get to that one day. But if we ever want one, just know that he can build one, and it will look exactly like the one that was in the Back to the Future movies.
Fun.
Noted.
All right.
Did you know that you can rent DeLoreans that look like that vehicle?
Yes.
That's all over the place.
Yeah, I've seen those. They're really cool.
I stumbled upon a meetup one night. I don't remember what radio station I was working at, but I was leaving whatever appearance we were doing, and there was a row of lined up, modified Back to the Future DeLoreans. And what did we all do? We all grabbed our phones and started taking pictures. Everybody's posing. They had Mr. Coffees on them or whatever, And it was amazing. That's the only way to describe that site.
There was a time where DeLoreans were super cheap. You could actually buy them like for next to nothing. I'm going to go look at one of the websites here to see. Yeah, but now they're like $67,000, $99,000, $55,000, $46,000. There's a couple of them like in disrepair that you can get at like $30,000. They're not in great condition. But yeah, the price has skyrocketed lately. Like they were available. You could get one for the price of like a Toyota Corolla used, and all of a sudden, boom, they're out there. Like I knew a guy who bought one for a little over $12,000. I'm like, that's nuts. And then he turned it into a movie prop looking.
Love it.
Yeah.
You said a DeLorean in disrepair. That's basically just a DeLorean because none of them ever ran.
Well, they had that weird, like, it was like a 5-cylinder Volvo motor or something goofy like that. It had some strange power plant.
Have you ever actually seen one out on the road?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen them out in the wild.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah, they look awesome. Carson, did anybody get all of the country stars on your vintage T-shirt?
Oh, I haven't looked yet. I have not. I have not.
We talked about it earlier. Carson found this really cool vintage T-shirt with all these different country star pictures on it, and there were some people that even we couldn't recognize. So the mystery became, can anybody name everybody? And I don't know how many.
There's still one female on the front of the shirt. I don't know who it is.
Which one?
The short hair, the bobs
Number
with the
16.
with
Number
the hoop
16?
earrings.
Okay.
I still don't know who that is.
I don't either. I'm looking to see if anybody's. So no, nobody's given us a full list yet.
All right. Well, if anybody does, we'll give you props on the show and on the thing. Because, again, number 16 has me kind of perplexed, too. I don't know who that is.
But if you get it all right, you don't get the shirt. It's Carson's shirt.
And
so.
speaking of shirts, Big D, what was the final verdict on yours?
The holy shirt.
The one with all the
I
holes
threw it
in the
away.
underarms? You
Aw.
did?
Yeah,
You had to.
I threw it away.
D had a shirt with like the underarms. They looked like they
That's
were
bad. I don't
dipped
know
in acid.
Yeah, that's a good.
It looked like the acid ate the shirt away.
Yeah.
And so his wife was like, you got to get rid of this.
This is not a new thing. Like, obviously, this has been going on for a while. And she was like, and she would say things like, like you said, and I'll be like, and I said, well, it's not your shirt.
When was the last time you had worn the shirt?
I wear it all the time.
Oh, okay.
Was that like a work around the house shirt?
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
long had you had the shirt?
I don't know, a few years. I don't buy a whole lot of new stuff, man. I buy it, and if it fits, I wear it. I keep wearing it.
Right, because I have a flannel jacket that I've had for like 30 years, and it still looks pretty good.
I found something for you, Big D. Go to this website.
Hey, real quick,
Yes.
before we do that, can I send any amount through Venmo?
I think there's a.
I don't know what the maximum is. I'm sure there is, but
Let me look it up.
is that how you're paying off your transmission?
Yeah.
Have to find out what the
You doing
maximum
friends and
amount is.
family or business?
I'm assuming friends and family.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But don't say transmission in it.
Yeah.
Don't
Mm-mm. No.
like to say favors.
Ice cream.
Yeah. There
Put
you
some
go.
ice
Yeah,
cream.
Put like an emoji.
in the notes, I always just say thanks. That's all I put in the note.
Okay, it says unverified accounts have a $1,000 limit for person-to-person sends.
Oh.
Are you verified? Do you have it attached to your
Bank account?
bank account?
Yeah.
You should be verified then.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's easy.
Okay. Well, I'm going.
Try it, and if it kicks it back, then you know you have to come up with something else.
I like garlic butter.
I'm just gonna put stuff.
Stuff.
So don't put tranny on there.
But
On-
no.
No. No.
it's
Don't.
too late. I already
Yeah,
did it.
well,
Okay.
he already hit send.
All right, and I'm
It's-
sending this to you while you figure out if it works or not.
Yeah.
Did it go through?
We lost connection to your bank.
You have to go through all the hoops.
Venmo uses
no.
Plaid to connect
Oh,
your
yeah, that's right.
bank. Oh my God, this has become a thing, y'all.
Yeah.
It is a thing.
What's my online ID? Jeez, y'all.
I mean,
Do I have
you
your
could
online
you can
ID?
write him a check, right? And just,
A
give him
check.
Yeah, people still have checks. I have
Ooh, Grandma?
I have a blank check in the clip of my wallet in case for whatever reason I would need.
I have one so that way I can tell people here's my direct deposit information. But
I have that too.
yeah. I
Dude,
don't-
remember how it was a big deal to get like custom? My dad would always get like the ones that had like a Bible verse on them. Your
Oh,
checks.
yeah, my
Remember
mom
that?
did that too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I have your.
my
you need
checks
your
have
login?
personalization on them.
You have my bank login?
No, for your. For your
no,
Venmo.
I have that. No. It wouldn't surprise me.
No, it wouldn't.
I'd be like, yeah, you got that? Can you just,
Yeah, thanks, man.
actually, can you just go ahead and transfer the money?
Man, I have had your back for years, and
Oh my
you know
God.
that.
Oh, yeah,
you
he's-
know that.
Well, the
He's-
truth is, you guys are the same person. You have two have become one at some point over the years.
No, not
I
really.
think so.
really.
I
Not
think
really.
to some degree.
Carson would disagree.
I would disagree
Yeah.
with that.
On several levels.
Yeah.
So I have to have you go to the site too. You can stop looking at your car payment. He's good for another 10 minutes.
But this is compelling.
Yeah.
What am I going to?
Take a look at the site I just sent you.
Oh.
Big D goes to he buys the shirts and he buys whatever fits.
Yeah.
So he's got like his Ice Cube shirts and he's got shirts for like different bands that he doesn't listen to.
The Cuphead
Oh,
shirt, I
dude.
was really impressed with.
So
the other
this
day.
website, Nerd Kung Fu,
Dude,
has
you kidding me? I'm all in.
I
I'm
know.
already in it.
They have
I've
shirts
already bought a shirt.
They have shirts all the way up to 7 extra large. They have like 4 XL talls. They have 3 XL. Yeah, so
For the record, I'm not that.
No,
I'm,
I
I'm
know.
a 3XL tall.
I know, but what I'm saying is you can shop it by fandom. So you could say, I'm like into TV. And I click on the TV thing, and it's going to take me to that thing, and I can
I
go
don't care,
through.
man. As long as it fits.
Do they have a yacht rock section?
There's one here that says.
Actually, yes.
See,
Hello.
that's what D needs is yacht rock
He's
t-shirts.
got to get a pina colada shirt.
There's one that says "Hello, Clarice" with the Silence of the Lambs
I know.
guy.
Yeah, no,
face
you
on
don't
it.
do that. But like,
Fava
here's some
beans,
Kiss shirts, AC/DC shirts, Wild Stallions from Bill and Ted.
Yep, that's pretty dope.
awesome.
Yes.
Def Leppard shirts. Here's the Pyromania thing.
Yeah,
I
but,
mean,
like you can get that at Target now. Though.
yeah, but the point is the selection is unbelievable. I mean, you could get anything. And I know you're always worried about people walking up going, "Hey, what did you think of the new Spider-Man? I see your shirt." And D has no clue.
I said, "Well, I'm ready for the reboot." That's I say that every time, and it works. I don't know what some kind
although
of.
that one's already been rebooted, but yeah,
I don't know, man. These nerds.
good
Dude,
answer.
there's here's a Toto shirt. You can get that.
God dang, what is my favorite movie?
Yeah, you can go through. Oh, they have Lebowski
Big
movies.
Lebowski.
That's
Are you
Lebowski.
kidding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Here's
I'm doing my.
I figured
banking.
you were doing your security question. Is what
Oh.
you're
Oh, he just gave us.
Oh, well, we all know it.
Yeah, so
That's
I mean,
not
we
it.
already know the
Oh.
answer to that security question.
That's
I know.
not it.
I know the other one though.
You do. Don't say it.
I know. I know.
Authorizing with our servers. Let's go. Come
Oh,
on, guys.
yeah.
We got
Let's go.
answer incorrect. Okay, that's awesome. Oh my God!
Then maybe
you
I don't know.
guys are
He-
killing me.
Did Kathy set this up? What's her favorite stuff?
No, I did, man. Is that 2 different?
Look, we all know the answer is Pootie Tang. We all know that's the answer.
Authorizing
that
with
from?
servers. We're trying. Let's see. And ladies and gentlemen,
Is Big D going to be able to pay for his transmission?
All right, that one didn't work.
Dude, what a letdown.
This is.
Can you do like PayPal or Zelle or something?
Can I just
You
I'm
take
just
out
gonna
cash?
pick up cash, I
Yeah.
guess.
I'm shopping through all these T-shirts, man. Dude, these are great. Got some Pink Floyd
you got his
album
Venmo
covers.
information, so go ahead.
I could.
Yeah.
You guys are not even prepared for the onslaught of T-shirts that are headed your way from my
Oh.
thrifting adventures.
Oh, really?
Oh,
They have
I-
big shirts that you found thrifting?
no, not for you guys, for me.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you meant
No, the
for
things
us.
that I will be wearing, you will be like, what?
I am ordering this
Where
for
did
big.
that come from?
I'm ordering this for Big D. Big D, what did you say? 3X? What do you think, Carson?
I can't.
Oh, you can't see it? Okay, hold on. I'm totally getting that one for him.
Oh,
That's his Christmas gift.
yes.
Isn't that the baddest? It's a tour shirt
I love it.
from 84.
Yeah,
That's happening.
love it.
Oh, yeah.
Big fan.
3X. Oh, or I could, there's all kinds of that theme. Oh, yeah.
That's fine. Everything's fine. It's all fine.
D is so irritated right now.
Everything's
I
fine.
like garlic butter.
Maybe try that for your reminder.
It's just as dumb as that. There was a lady who called and said, I want to tell you something about me. And we're like, okay, what's up? She goes, yeah, I fell down some steps when I was a kid, and now I don't have my left side. And I was like, well, that's weird.
Oh,
But that was it.
Yeah.
That's all she said.
You weren't in the studio for that one, Carson.
did she just call unprompted to tell
Yeah.
you?
You want a
Yes.
3X tall, or do you want just a 3X?
Tall.
Okay.
You really are ordering this.
No,
Oh, I can't wait till he opens it and he's like, well,
So-
Carson, here's a nightgown.
there is a surcharge. There is a surcharge for large, for tall shirts.
Yeah.
It's $12 more.
What?
For the added
That's
extra
so
inch and a
sizes.
half on the
Okay,
end?
yeah, fabric is not that
That is
expensive.
so sizes.
No, I think it is sizes. There's only 500 of these left. Should I buy 4 or 5 of them for him?
Just want to make sure they don't.
Yeah.
You don't want to be caught unaware.
Right.
Oh my gosh, dude. Big D still can't get into his account.
Oh,
Oh.
everybody hurts.
How much can you get out ATM?
I don't.
You may have to go into the bank.
No, no,
Every
no.
bank
no,
is
actually,
differently.
because I looked this
Different.
up recently. You should be able to get enough out of the ATM.
How much is your transmission?
$2,000.
Yeah, you should be able
Oh,
to get
yeah,
enough
you
out.
might be
Yeah,
able to
you
do
can get
that.
that out of the ATM. Because I actually looked this up. for
Can you
my
really?
bank the
I
other
think
day.
I have like
Mhm.
a limit, like
Yeah.
$300 or something.
No, I mean, I
But
know,
you
I
can
just
even
took
go to the
500 out.
ATM and put in the amount, and it'll tell you what your max, what
Or-
the max limit is that you can get out.
and
of
if
there.
that
So, yeah,
doesn't-
you can get it out of the ATM.
And if that doesn't work, you can go into the bank and get like a cashier's check or something. Or you can get the cash.
Yeah, if you go inside, they'll let you stick your card in a machine and they'll just take it out for you.
Yeah.
They just need to
Or
verify
you can
it's
even
you.
go to the desk and just withdraw. You'll be fine.
D, would you wear a white shirt or do you want a dark shirt?
I'm not wearing a white shirt.
Okay. I changed gears because,
Oh, was that one white?
yeah.
They
can
didn't
even
come
put
in
your
another
Google,
color?
your bank and ATM withdrawal and find out.
I don't know which one I want to get.
These jokers are killing me.
Do I go for the 1990s Miami Vice vibe?
Yes.
Or do
always.
I go for the,
Wait, I want to see.
Okay.
look, do you like that one?
Oh, I do. Actually.
Okay. That's the one? All right. Done. All right. D, why don't you step out of the room and call Kathy and just say, how do I get into this?
I know the answer, but it's just not taking it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to go get.
Do you have it
Yeah,
on caps lock?
Oh, I didn't think of that. Oh my God, it took me back. Okay, I'm going to just go get
Yeah,
Yeah,
that.
you can go to the ATM and pull that out. You'll be fine.
You can pull
seriously.
$2,000 out of an
Yeah.
ATM?
Oh,
It just
yeah.
keeps going?
Uh-huh. I'll show you a max amount. Yeah, you can pull $2,000 out of an ATM.
I've never
Seriously.
tried that in my life.
Yeah, why not?
I have like a $300 limit, and what
Look.
happened is we were in Scotland a couple years back, and woke up in the morning, and I had all these little notifications on the phone saying that your withdrawal was successful, and each one of them was like for my max limit,
Yeah.
and it was like 5 of them.
Wow.
Where somebody was going from one ATM to the next
Yeah,
ATM
and
to
just
the next
draining it.
ATM,
Yep.
and yeah, somehow, somewhere they got my card number while
Oh my
we were.
gosh.
Yeah, while we were in Scotland and just went crazy.
Oh.
So I had to kill the card right then
Yeah,
and there.
yeah, yeah.
And then I was like, well, I normally don't carry my credit cards on me. I did because it was international. So I put everything on the credit card at that point.
Smart.
But it was nuts.
But see, even if you can't, I want to see him try to do it because that'll be a good story in of itself. But I think you can. So no,
You're not going to ride with
Seriously.
me to the ATM, Shave.
you should. We're going to have Garrett follow you there and film it. Here's Big D taking money out of the ATM.
I'm going to Google this on my phone.
What is his limit? All right. I do want to say again, after this is done, we have, after the closing jingle, we have the Jody Messina interview. For those of you who are listening on a podcast app, you can hear that right after. I'm trying to stall while he's talking to somebody on the phone. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll have that for you. If you're watching on YouTube, you can find it separately by simply just searching for Jody Messina, Big D, and Bubba, and you'll find it.
Got it. Thank you. You're the best. Love you. Bye. Yeah, I had it wrong.
Whose movie was it? Yours or hers?
No, it's mine, but it's like there's all kinds of this is capitalized, the K is capitalized.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
You know what? I might be wrong. Which one's your bank?
Okay.
I wasn't expecting you to answer. It was a joke.
I would have answered. Anyway, are we done, or are we going to keep going, or are we going to see if this transaction works?
No, we got to stay until this thing gets handled.
All right.
D.
Wow.
We're gonna
I'm
make
just
this
going to pull
happen.
up a stool.
Yep.
It's a very short stool, so now I'm way down here.
So what's your plans this weekend?
I'm going to be hanging out with my son, and we're
good.
going to see my mom and dad and sister and brother-in-law and nephew, and we're going to be hanging out. I think some cousins from Homa have made the trip out, so we'll see.
I have to go buy a suit today
Why?
because I'm going to a banquet that I committed to tomorrow. And I went through a weight loss, so I need to go buy a new suit.
Yeah. How much weight have you lost now?
As of today, 43 pounds.
Good for you, man. You look great.
Yeah, so but the thing was with the banquet that I'd committed to, that was the goal that I had set because I wanted to be down by 30 by the time I got to the banquet. And I exceeded that, obviously.
That's nuts.
So, yeah, so I need to go Nordstrom's or Macy's or something today and go buy a new suit.
Goodwill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's much cheaper.
Nah, man, I'm looking.
The only thing is they won't be able to
my
tailor it.
treat. This is my treat to me.
Do you
doing
plan to
this.
continue to lose weight or what? See, that's why I don't buy suits.
actually, where I'm at right now, no, probably not. I'm looking to maintain now because we're actually in the maintenance phase of the program that I'm working in. So yeah,
Yeah, see, that's why I don't buy suits is because I'm so concerned about having to buy new ones later
yeah.
because, I fluctuate.
So that's the thing. It's just I want to get the suit to where it's like if I do gain about 5 to 10, I'll be okay.
They have those suits that are stretchy material, which is pretty cool.
I had a pair of suit pants that was kind of stretchy around the midsection to a certain degree. SD is still struggling on.
I know. I'm like, what are you doing? Have you done it or no?
Oh my God. I'm so far into this, y'all. I answered the first one correctly. Then it asked me my first job. Then it asked me my favorite singing artist, performer, whatever. And then it asked me to, it's going to text me. Hey, I just got in. Thank you. There we go.
Wow.
Hey.
And I'm changing it to just stuff. And there we go.
Wow.
And yeah.
That's crazy, man. So are you in or out? Did it happen?
It just happened, boys
Well, congratulations.
and girl. It just happened. There we go.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
All right, so we can wrap this up now.
I like garlic butter.
Thank you for listening to this podcast.
Solid.
Last week's was way better. You should try that one.
This was the podcast, but now it's over. But that's okay, because you can listen to the regular show on the radio every day.